124 subscribers later, I finally have the time and the effort to actually put up my setup tour video, which is probably my most requested video. And I'm not sure why I'm smiling right now, but I'm really excited to show you guys what my setup, what my room actually looks like, because a ton of you have been asking. So without much further ado, let's start with the setup video. So when you guys first enter my room, if you ever would enter my room, you would notice that I have a little small side desk with a mirror on top and tons of useless, well, junk. I'm a ginormous pack rat, meaning that I just love keeping tons of old stuff, thinking that I would use it sometime in the future when I probably won't. I mean, I have old razors, old shaving clips, I have erasers, I have light bulbs on that stand. I don't even know, but for some reason I keep it that way, and I haven't changed it for months on ends. And if you go to the right of that, you'll see that I have this ginormous ancient looking TV, but it's actually a pretty nice TV that works pretty well, honestly. It's a 32-inch Panasonic and it's full HD, and I only got it for 30 bucks off Craigslist, so it was a really good deal. The only bad thing about it is that it weighs like 250 pounds, which is pretty intimidating considering that I don't really have any tables that would withstand that weight. So I have to put it on top of my dresser, and I just keep faith that the dresser will be able to hold on and not let that thing fall at night. Next to my TV, you'll see that I have a Wii, and I honestly don't really play that much of consoles lately, mostly because of school, but occasionally I will watch Netflix because Netflix is pretty cool and it has a lot of good movies that you can watch, like The Notebook. I know that might sound a bit corny, but it's actually a pretty good movie. And and X-Men. Can't get enough of X-Men. I'm a ginormous X-Men fan, and I've been watching the last few movies for like the past few days since I was sick, and we have a snow day today, so X-Men really does pass a lot of time. I recommend you guys watch every single one of them. Moving on to the right, we have a lot more useless junk that you guys probably wouldn't want to hear about. I have trash, and then more trash. I'm not really sure what that little desk thing is doing there, but it's holding books, so it must be pretty important. And next to that, you'll see that I have a ton of laundry that I have set to do. Like I said, I've been sick, so I've been really unproductive lately. And I'm hopefully going to fix that soon because I am getting better. So I hope that by the end of this week, all of my laundry will be done because I am running out of clean clothes to wear. Now that you've seen the front part of my room, this is going to be I guess the left side or the back part of my room where I spent most of my time, if that makes any sense. But if you guys walk into my room and you look straight forward, you'll see a black desk that I actually use as my old monitor and tower desk. But since I got a new desk, which I will explain later, this has become my desk strictly for homework and all of that school stuff that we don't like. So I have my backpack there, I have my binder there, I do have actually a light stand for when I have to do my homework at night, but I'm actually using it for this video, for the lighting, so you won't see it there right now. And then in front of that desk, you'll see that I have tons and tons of books and magazines and other useless junk. I do have some useful stuff such as pens, and at the top I have tons of tissues because I have been sick. It's not what you guys think. I am sick, so I do have a lot of tissues up there. And then to the left of the tissues is Cetaphil lotion, and I can never get enough lotion because the one thing that I hate the most is being ashy. Like, I am ashy right now because I just showered, but I cannot stand being ashy, so I have lotion on the go pretty much everywhere that I go. And to the left of my little homework section place, you will see that I have a bed that I sleep on because I wouldn't want to sleep on the floor, and I made it specifically just for this video so you guys don't think I'm a slob, because usually my bed isn't made and my mom usually has to yell at me just so I can get it made. So I hope you guys like it. I try to do my best, but I'm not that good with cleaning up, as you guys know, just by my laundry alone. And finally, we get to the part that you guys have probably been waiting for, and that is my actual desk with my tower and everything on it. And so when you guys actually look at my actual setup that I use for video editing and gaming, you can see that it's pretty simple, which I like. I like simple setups. I don't really like those which are over dramatic. The most monitors I would ever go with is 2. I really don't like those really big, grandiose types of setups. I really like it to keep it simple, and that does have to do with the part that I don't have a lot of money to get a ginormous setup. But that's alright, because this whole build actually costs less than $800. I mean, the whole setup in general, which I will get into later. But when you start looking at my setup, I will go over the desk first, since this is actually new, and I don't think you guys have seen it in any of my other videos. The desk I actually got for $25 off of Craigslist, and it's a really nice glass desk that it's pretty sturdy, and it comes with a lot of features. It's 4 feet, and it can hold my tower, and it can hold my monitors and my headphones and my speakers, with room to spare for an extra monitor, unlike my other black desk, which was pretty much subject to a monitor and maybe a mouse and a keyboard, which was hard to keep up with. Going from left to right, you can see that I have controllers on the left side, and I usually use these controllers for gaming, for any games like Saints Row 3. I really like using these controllers for playing that game. It just makes it feel a lot more original, I would say, but I'm not too sure about that. That's a weird word to describe it, but I just like the comfort of having a controller in my hand when I'm playing maybe first-person shooters occasionally, but I usually like to use the mouse and keyboard. And then we have my Logitech speakers, which aren't the best. They don't really have anything that's really special about them, but I got them for under 10 bucks, and I can't really complain. The sound quality is alright for me. I'm not really an audiophile, so I don't really need much more than something that works. Next, I have my monitor that's actually not a full HD monitor. It's actually only, the resolution only goes up to 1680 by 1050, which is a drag sometimes, but I can't really complain. I'm hopefully going to get a full 1080p monitor soon, and I'm not really sure what model it is. I know it's a Dell, but if you guys really do want to know the model, I can look it up, and I can post in the description down below. On top of that monitor, I have a Microsoft HD 5000 webcam that I usually use for Skype or for video calling, and I usually use it as my microphone for videos like these, and I'm hopefully going to upgrade to something like a Blue Yeti or maybe a Snowball soon enough, because I really don't think that this mic is cutting it that well. On top of the desk, you guys can see that I have my white headphones that I actually had a review of, and you guys can see the review maybe right here or anywhere that I have the annotation, and in the link in the description below. I usually use these for listening to music or gaming, or maybe when I'm on Skype or working out occasionally. And I just realized I'm still holding my controller, so I should probably put that back now. And next we have my mouse and my keyboard. These are pretty generic, they're not mechanical at all. I just really needed something that works until I can afford all those special things that people usually buy for their gaming PC or build. I'm on a strict budget usually, and I'm pretty proud of what I've done. I've got a Logitech keyboard that works well. I got it for around $18, and then a mouse, a cheapo Dell mouse that I got for maybe $2 or $3 at some flea market somewhere. What I really like though is my mouse pad that I actually did myself. As you guys know, this is a glass desk, and glass is really bad for mice, so instead of actually going out and buying one, I actually made one myself to save money, which I think is pretty cool and fun. And lastly, we actually have my tower itself, and this whole thing only cost me about $415, and that's because of Micro Center's awesome sales. Inside of this thing, I have an FX 6300 and a Radeon 7770, the OC edition, and I've overclocked it maybe just a little bit. I didn't want to go too far because my power supply is not 80+ certified, ironically, but it is a Cooler Master 460, Elite 460, and it's been running pretty well. I don't really have anything that's really hardcore to make it push itself past probably around 60% efficiency, but I will be upgrading the whole thing soon, because I am starting to feel it be a little bit sluggish here and there. But overall, it's a really good system. I can play tons and tons of games, or probably max and ultra settings at 1680 by 1050. I haven't really tried it at full HD, but it's still a really nice system. Other than that, I do have a 500 and 160 gigabyte hard drives, and I also have 8 gigs of RAM at 1600 megahertz, which is also a nice touch. I don't really have any other fans than the ones that came with the stock, and I don't have any other aftermarket cooling, which is also a drag, but I don't plan to overclock for a little while until maybe I get a better processor. Other than that, I would say the only weird thing about the whole system is the fact that I've never heard of this case before, but it actually looks pretty well. If you guys see the inside of it, it actually has a really nice design. Please mind my awful cable management. I was a noob when I actually built this, but I would say it's a pretty nice system. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I had a really fun time making it. This is probably the most fun I've actually had making a video for you guys. And if you guys have any setups, I guess just link them to me down below. I would love to see them. Comment, like, share your setups. If it's cool, I might post it on Twitter. All that stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys soon.